Oh, that's familiar. That can't be your girl, she familiar. If you ain't real, we don't feel ya. Say my name to this hoe, that's familiar. I see that bitch everywhere, I swear that bitch see things. I seen that bitch somewhere, I think it was the Heat game. You know I peeped her feet game, she head up on them red things. She took me to the back, introduced me to her head game. Can't trust these bitches, I swear these hoes familiar. She kiss you, but swallow all my children. I swear to God, these hoes be fucking anyone. I swear to God, these hoes be fucking anyone. Real shit, I ain't worried about shit, cause that money shit I chase. Real shit, I ain't worried about a bitch, cause half of these bitches be basic. Real shit, I ain't worried about shit in the club, getting wasted. Real shit, I ain't worried about shit, I'm drinking liquor, no chase. That girl look familiar. Real recognize, real, that's familiar. I be riding her whip, that ain't familiar. Getting to the money, that's familiar. Oh, that's familiar. That can't be your girl, she familiar. If you ain't real, we don't feel ya. Say my name to these hoes, that's familiar.
It is unfortunate when people die, man. It really is. And for like health reasons. Fredo Santana, he died because he kind of had like a cardio like disease or something like that in his heart. I think he died like in, let me double check. I think like somewhere like it was like 2 years ago or some shit. It was pretty recent. But yeah, when he passed away, that shit was crazy, dog. Now I'll say this, I don't think this was his best take as a feature. Just because I've heard him, he can come in harder. I think he was just in the party mood and kind of want to just sing around with the auto-tune. But yeah, no, Fredo's pretty dope. Alongside his cousin, Chief Keef, and everybody else, man. They put up for Chicago, man. The drill movement, you know what I mean? That shit was definitely something to never forget, man. But yeah, this song was dope, man. We got Ty Dolla Ign doing his thing, smooth on a banger, produced by Young Chop. The 808, I don't know why, the 808 didn't come in as strong as I was kind of anticipating it to. Maybe I got way too overhyped or some shit, but nah, definitely him and Travi Scott was just phenomenal on this track. In fact, this is the one out of 2 times where these two work together. They do it again on Campaign, but I prefer this first encounter over the second one by 1,000 light years, man. It's 1,000 light years of difference, because to me, Travis Scott right here is just, dude is just organically him, man. Like you said, he's outlandish. And to me, I like his unorthodox rapping style, because it's just, it came in, he does his thing. You know what I mean? And you don't lose attention to listen to what he's got to say, you know what I mean? But yeah, Ty was dope. Fredo came in. I thought he was, going to start strong. And then the song kind of got awkward in the middle with the auto-tune. It just didn't feel like it meshed well with the whole song. But, he tried to close it out at the end. So, it's alright, you know what I mean? But, yeah, the whole song in general, man, I definitely dig it, man. This was definitely when I was playing this, man, that banger came out, I was like, rocking it. So, yeah, that's a good song right there. We're gonna move on to Alright, we're gonna move on to track number 6. Wooden Leather, Whenever featuring Big TC and Pops.
Dolla Ign. I could take your bitch and left. All my clothes I wouldn't let. All I fuck with now is tits. If she ain't got no ass, she got some tits. Got that booty tatted on me, I'm a shoes up. Every time you see me, I'm with a new one. Every time you see me, eating that new nut. I fucked your bitch in the trap on the futon. I got a New York bitch, she out of Brooklyn. I gave her that dope dick, and now she hooked up. She was a good girl, so I bought her back. Soon as she fucked up, I called the Dolla Ign. And I could take your bitch left. All my cars I wouldn't left. All I fuck with is tits. But she ain't got no ass, she got some tits. I could take your bitch left. All my cars I wouldn't left. All I fuck with is tits. But she ain't got no ass, she got some tits. Bitch, I'm on another level. I got my mind made up, I'll never settle. All my bitches bad, ain't nothing special. And if your bitch out of line, she don't respect you. When I pull up on your block, I'm on business. When she with me, she ain't thinking about commitment. Say she ain't been with a real one in a minute. I had her in the kitchen, water whipping. These niggas trying they hardest, you niggas still broke. $100 a live, that's what we live for. I'm rockin' chains and watches that you got robbed for. You got a team of niggas ain't on their job, though. My little bitch from LA stay in the A-town. Move that back on that great pound, she stay down. Every day I stay, it's a designer. If you don't know, call me, let me remind you. Yeah, I can take your bitch left. All my cars I wouldn't left. All I fuck with is tits. If she ain't got no ass, she got some tits.
I'm such an idiot. Peter Lee Johnson, let me make this clear. I made a huge mistake in the previous episode. I wondered why your name was in the credits, because I didn't hear you. It's obvious now. Ty Dolla $ign gave credit to you because you were on the violin. My God, dog. Let me go ahead and give these people a shout out. Peter Lee Johnson, Marcus Reddick. I think that's it. But those two brothers killed it. They killed it when it came to the violins. Y'all made that shit just essential, man, to a Ty Dolla $ign production. That's all I gotta say. Cardo was phenomenal with the beat here, but those two, I mean, my God. No wonder his name was in the credit for First Night for it, yo. Or was it no, not that one. It was yeah, it was Bitches Ain't Shit / Get It How I Live. Yeah, his name was in the credit there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay some respect to you, brother. Appreciate that. But yeah, these two brothers, phenomenal.
I could take your bitch left. All my girls I wouldn't left. All I fuck with is tits. And she ain't got no ass, she got some tits.
Every tripping people be out here running around off their bullshit, talking about you only live once. They turned up and all that like it's justified, making the choices that they can't take back. You gotta make the best of all circumstances and stand up like a character. Be the parents we wish we had and the children we want to produce. Every decision affects us in the long run. We say I don't give a fuck now, but we suffer later. We all gotta answer one day. It's life or the next. I suggest we make it worth it. We make our demonstration one we don't regret. No excuses. Truly, we do only live once. So we got one chance to do this right. I ain't never been to a funeral and they said like, this nigga a monster, foul, scandalous, and none of that. But we know the truth, and we ain't getting away with nothing. People saying nobody's perfect. That don't mean we should strive for perfection. Whatever you do, do it right. But in the end, it'll never be the same. So you ain't got no game on.
I gotta be straight up and be honest. I'm gonna listen when I listen to Free TC, I'm gonna really understand it again. But from my perspective, on a production level and just from the creativity and just the music in general that's backing up Ty Dolla Sign, I think this record did it best. That's just me. I got one more track to play for y'all for the EP, and I also got one more bonus track. I'm gonna get into it, but I just had to bring that thought out. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I know this was phenomenal. I'm looking at everything and I'm just solid work. And there's no doubt about it. If Ty wants to and wants to continue to just, you know what I mean, just go further in and just be creative with his shit, you know, do whatever you want to do and kind of like just be random with it. I think that spontaneous nature is what's gonna make it even more dope. I mean, who knows if we get another Beach House, you know, Beach House 4. He was talking about naming featuring Ty Dolla Sign Beach House 4, but he changed his mind on it, which in my opinion was a good decision. Excuse me. Because to me that felt like it was mainstream led heavy of an album, and I kind of prefer, honestly bro, I think it'd be best for him to just keep it as a mixtape series, you know what I mean? Because then you can really let your creativity off the hook and just do what if it comes to your mind and shit. I mean, yeah, obviously you're gonna have to pay for for all the people that come in and provide the instruments and provide all the talent, but I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. You could also make it another EP, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna have to make it too long, you know, 8 or 9 tracks, or like how you did here, 7 tracks. You could do 8 tracks and then just have that motherfucker, like a few of those tracks have 2 songs in it, so you can still get that lengthwise. It can be like in there. So it's whatever you want to do with that shit, bro. That's all on you. I just think it's dope, man. Like this EP here, from a creative standpoint, it really marked how dope his sounds can be when he chooses to really delve into it and take his time with it and kind of just have fun with the process of just doing something new and doing something that's kind of like vivid, you know what I mean? Just art. It's just art. That's all it is. To me, it's art, and I can feel the passion in it. It's beautiful how he brought it all together here. So like, continue to do it, Ty. When you continue to be your own executive producer, because your name is definitely credited here for that. You know, definitely the executive producer, the engineer. You know what I mean? So you in here trying to make sure everything comes in right. And I like that. Even though you could say that this wasn't the most mixed, like the most well-mastered, you know, record that you've made, to me, I think from a creative standpoint, this was the best. And maybe visiting this and kind of like just remembering how dope it is, dog. Because I'm just listening to this again. I haven't listened to it in a minute. And this shit just hits different. I'm like, shit. Like, it still hits good like how, like, the first time I played it. You know what I mean? So, I'm saying, man, that's some timeless music, man. And you know, I feel like beauty should never be rushed. So therefore, like, if you gotta take a couple years off and just be creative with it, it's like keeping that mama mentality to just continue to push forward. You know, if something don't sit right with you, let it just sit for a week, because maybe it might hit you within a month or so. You know, oh, I should do that, and then you can visit that track again. You know, I know people's got time, so you know, the balancing and the scheduling, it's a pain in the ass. I get you gotta be courteous with everybody too, but from your stance, from just you doing you, I feel like just take your time with it. And when you feel like you got everything coordinated, you know how you want things to hit exactly on the track, get everybody together whenever you can, instruct them, boom, and you solid. So no, like he's good, man. He's good. Ty's got a really open mind, man. But let's get to the last track, Never Be the Same, featuring J-Rock. The first version I heard of this song, and to me, the most mastered, the highest quality version of the two. Let's get it.
Now I done seen a lot of things. Know the trouble that money and fame brings. This This time I swear it's different. I'm in the right place. I know I'm in the right place. Some niggas hated on me.
Still hits good.
Some bitches never looked my way. Now that I made it on me, there's some things that'll never be the same. Some things will never be the same. Shouldn't let me get no money. Some things will never be the same. Now things will never be the same. Shit, I've been had bitches, and they don't never look the same. What the fuck these niggas say? Some things will never be the same. What the fuck these niggas saying? Some things will never be the same. Yeah. Progress is the concept, so let me flex. My old boys about that nonsense, I just let them text. Even one night stands get forever sex. So do their homegirl, sisters, and whoever next. I'm sorry. The world may change, but some things didn't say anything. Classic like a guitar. Fuck them bitch niggas that was acting bitch nigga. See me with my side hoe and told my main bitch nigga. You's a bitch nigga, and now we in the club. Gon' fuck it up. You a huge fan. Tryna introduce your fam, taking flicks for Instagram. You more sketchier than drugs. Can't be around no niggas ballin' like liquor and alcoholic. Sweeter than whatchamacallit. Hey there, I would've made it thinking about you. Now I don't ever think about you. Ain't nothing to think about. Now I done seen a lot of things. Know the trouble that money and fame brings. This time I swear it's different. I'm in the right place. I know I'm in the right place. Some niggas hated on me. Some bitches never looked my way. Now that I made it on me, there's some things that'll never be the same. Some things will never be the same. Shouldn't let me get no money. Some things will never be the same. Now things will never be the same. Shit, I've been had bitches, and they don't never look the same. What the fuck these niggas say? Some things will never be the same. What the fuck these niggas saying? Some things will never be the same. Yeah.
Look at the man in the mirror, it gets tougher to watch when it's yourself you gotta fear of. Plus you surrounded by niggas hating, you see it all in their eyes, it makes you wanna fuck some shit up. Tryna make it up out the ghetto, the block is like the Olympics. We walk around with our medals, on the grind for the cheddar. So fuck them hoes, let them chat. The object is to be honest, get dollars and let it stack, that's what it is, Yeah, things will never be the same. This is my year, So tell them fuck boys, made way. If they hate, then let them hate. I'm just happy that I made it. Got that Yola, got them rockin'. When Jay rockin' on them stages. I guess I'm in the right place. I guess I'm in the right place. Rolling on this fade away.
Favorite song on the EP. In my opinion, the best song on the EP. Just how I feel. So, if you were following me from the previous episode, I had this song as a category F on Beach House 2. In fact, I still haven't erased it. Here's still my Beach House 2, boy. So here's a bonus. You get to see two different drawings, man. Why not? But yeah, you see it right there. You see it right there. Right there. Motherfucker's right there. Never Be the Same featuring J-Rock. Oh, I just kind of ruined it a little bit. But just like how I was breaking it down before I played this song, I essentially kind of gave you guys my final thoughts. Summarize it. This is his most creative record. and the way he structured the song, the track list, how it hit certain ways. And you could even argue that it's not even properly mixed yet to where how everything is mixed nowadays. And I'm just saying, if they knew what they know now when it comes to the mixing back then, dog, shit is solid, homie. And that shit came off. Oh man. But yeah, like if they knew back then what they know now, I'm telling you, this shit would sound 1,000 times better. It's just the quality would be 1,000 times better. As far as from the creativity standpoint, absolutely. I'll take this time era any day over now, because creativity, in my opinion, is pretty much on the lowest of the lows compared to the pre-teen or the 20 teens of hip hop, man. Especially in the mid section. This was dropped in, I just mentioned it earlier. Was it 2014? Yeah, so the beginning of the year of 2014, you know what I mean, January. So this shit was definitely like, hip hop was still continuing to rise, man. Like, and it eventually reaches its peak in 2015 and 2016. Before then, it suddenly starts to take a little bit of a fall in 2017, heading into 2018, where things just went south for the worst, man. 2018 to me was the downfall. That was the doomsday for hip hop, and we're at where we're at right now. The last 2 years, it's been nothing but mediocre trash on the radio. Nothing really creative, nothing that really bumps or hits hard anymore. It's like, god dang, how did we get to where we at right now? And now you got all these artists back then that used to work hard. They don't want to work hard no more. They're like, fuck it, the industry's pushing this mess. Why do we have to work hard to make real music? We're just gonna do what they do. And to me, that's like, you switching up, you being jaded. I don't fuck with you for that. That's wrong. But at the same time, personal feelings aside, like, that's the wrong way to go about it, man. I ain't trying to call you right now, motherfucker. I ain't trying to call you right now. You better best to hang up. So, anyways, I wish this shit would just chill for a minute. Man, my fucking phone. But no, like, I think that's the wrong way to go about it, man. It really is. I feel like you should, in spite of them, you should still continue to work hard to make great music, because music is life, man. It's love, it's art, it heals, man. So to me, you stand out as one of the few that's actually going against the grain of what the industry is doing, and you represent that, and you show that you ain't switched up your sounds. In my opinion, what can I say? You a hero. But at the same time, like, you a true leader. You ain't afraid to take the road less taken and stand out on your own ways. Because to me, like I said, it's a passion, man. Music represents who you are. It's a reflection. So whatever you put out in your music, to me, tells me what you're really about. And if you start doing what the industry does, then to me, that tells me you just another sheep. You know, you ain't really about that life. And you kind of, what can I tell you? Like, just succumbing to, you know, the industry ways, and therefore being less than a human being, in my opinion. And I don't think I can fuck with that at all. So that's what I would tell all of y'all. Like, y'all gotta quit this bullshit, get to what y'all supposed to do right here, and make this dope ass music. Cause my nigga, like, Beach House EP is solid, Ty. I don't fuck with that featuring Ty Dolla Ign shit, just because there's some songs on there that is completely like industry related ratchetness, and I ain't fucking with that, my nigga. So like, fuck that. Get to your own zone, get to what you were supposed to be doing, man, and yeah, make that dope ass West Coast vibe, man. Them violins you got right here, you know what I mean? Keep working with DJ Mustard, keep working with the niggas that made you felt like you was at your best. Don't be worrying about these new niggas. Don't be worrying about, and then when you get with these cats that are on your status level, like Nicki Minaj and whatever, introduce them to some dope ass beat. Like Nicki Minaj, that girl can get something dope, man. You know, get her something that comes in smooth, swavy, vibey. Let her rap on something smooth, man. Like, give, you know what I mean? Gotta do your features some credits. Like, what's his name? Who just hopped on? Was it that Double R joint? Lil Durk. Why not get Young Chop to produce a beat? And why not get Young Chop to give you something that's kind of like drill related? Something that could have been like or maybe something like a collab between Young Chop and DJ Mustard. So that's what I would have done, man. But either way, man, it's cool. Beach House EP, man, love it. Ain't nothing about it that I don't like, man. It, like I said, in my opinion, it's his most creative record. And it just, I like the way, the direction he was going with this, you know what I mean? And eventually it leads into a couple mixtapes that are phenomenal, bro, which we will get into the next episode. And then eventually we'll get, I think 3 episodes down the road, we'll get to his debut studio album, Free TC, which, in my opinion, is just the best flowing. It's really his most mastered and most professional sounding album. But yeah, the EP from a creative standpoint, yeah, it definitely is. It is. It's the most creative. But Free TC, absolutely, I think that's his best work to date, just from a standpoint of how flawless it goes from a track to track. Like it's a dope album. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Although I'll say maybe the intro for me kind of like it's still a great song, but it's just I wouldn't picture that's how you would come out with LA though. You know what I mean? But anyways, let me save that for another day. Let me get you guys the bonus track that I promised I was gonna play for y'all. So, it ain't type of shit I hate. That's not the bonus song I'm about to play, y'all. You already know. The remix.
I got a lot of cash. I don't mind spending it. Know that beat. I'ma smoke this joint and I'ma break you off. I'd be lying if I said you ain't the one. All these tattoos in my skin, they turn you on. Lot of smoking, drinking, that's the shit. Heard you not the type that you take home no more. Is we fucking when we leave the club or not? I ain't spending cash for nothing, I wanna see you take it off. I'ma pop this bottle, you gon' give me brain or no?
You like the way I flick my tongue or no? You can ride my face until you drip it, girl. Can you lick the tip, then throw the dick or no? Can you let me stretch that pussy out or no? I'm not the type to call you back tomorrow, but the way you wrap and ground me is a problem. Ain't nobody tryna save you, baby, get that paper. Probably got a lot of other bitches owe you favors. Pussy so good, had to save that shit for later. Took her to the kitchen, fucked her right there on the table. She rapping that toe to the death. I'm tryna make these bitches wet. I'm tryna keep that pussy wet. I'm tryna fuck her in the face.
You gon' want it fast, honey's calling all. Show me is you ready about your money, girl, and all. Don't play with a boss, girl, take it all. Take it for real, you gon' get it all. Is you really about your body or not? Can you really take that or not? Can I bring another bitch or not? Is you with the shit or not? Oh no, oh no. Would you ride for a nigga or not? Would you die for a nigga or not? Would you lie to a nigga or not? Oh no, oh no. Can you really take that or not? Can I bring another bitch or not? Is you with the shit or not? Oh no, oh no. Would you ride for a nigga or not? Would you die for a nigga or not? Would you lie to a nigga or not? Oh no. Girl, make that ass coffee on dollar sign. You already know my money go a long time. I could slide for it like Nelly. I'ma go as far as you let me. Girl, is you sucking me and fucking me or no? Can I bring another bitch that's have a threesome? Keep saying you's a freak, you gon' prove it or not? His bitch keep looking at me, she choose it or not? You's a ride or die chick, you with the shit or not? Say you're not a side bitch, you all in or not? You gon' make them eggs cheesy with them grits or not? Can you do it like that on this dick or not? You gon' run it for these honest girl or not? Show me is you really about your money, girl or not? Don't play with a boss, girl, take it all, take it for real, you gon' get it all.
dick or not? Can I bring another bitch or not? Is you with the shit or not? Oh no, oh no. Would you ride for a nigga or not? Would you die for a nigga or not? Would you lie to a nigga or not? Oh no, oh no. Can you really take dick or not? Can I bring another bitch or not? Is you with the shit or not? Oh no, oh no. Would you ride for a nigga or not? Would you die for a nigga or not? Would you lie to a nigga or not? Oh no, oh no.
So, isn't this crazy that Dolla Ign and The Weeknd haven't officially collabed on the original track together, but they've worked together on 2 remixes. I mean, this is the closest you can probably get to but I'm not trying to like knock it. Like, they've worked together, but it's interesting. These 2 artists. I mean, they do kind of have 2 contrasting sounds, but I feel like at the end of the day, if they wanted to, they could work together. Like, for example, True Colors. Something like that. Something around that kind of like slow tempo based R&B jam. If they wanted to do a slow jam together, work together, I could see that happening. I just find it interesting, man. You know, The Weeknd seldom works with with artists anymore. But a lot of people would love to see him collab with other guys. I mean, they go crazy about seeing him with the Chris Brown, with the Trey Songz, all that. You know what I mean? Interesting. Some want to see, him and Drake get back together again. But, time will tell. You know what I mean? And fuck it. It is what it is. With that being said, there you guys have it. That's the end of the Beach House EP with the bonus track, the 09 remix. And now I'm heading to my catalog. Alright, man. So let's get into it. Category A, I got basically track number 5, Familiar featuring Travis Scott and Fredo Santana. Produced by Young Chop. You know what I mean? Shit was a banger, dog.
That girl look familiar. Girl, recognize, girl, that's familiar. I be riding with that familiar.
So the song is catchy with the hook. Comes in, beat bangs hard. It's a club banger. It's a Category A song. And I like to show love to songs that could be another hit single that wasn't dropped as one. You know what I mean? It's just part of the album. So Familiar for me, Category A. Moving on, Category B, I got track number 4, or Nah, featuring Wiz Khalifa. To me, this song, just like I said, it may seem basic from just listening to the lyrics, but to me the hook really does ring out relatableness. So right off first glance, you're like, okay, you know what I mean? It might be a party anthem in your mind, but shit can go deeper if you think about it for a second. Like I said, if this was a Family Feud, round where, the question was like, we asked 100 men, what is like the first question that pops to your mind when you meet a girl for the first time and you want to really know something secretive, or about her, or you want to ask a question that see what she's willing to do. Dolla Ign names you top 8 questions right here.
Is it really about your money or not? Can you really take dick or not? Can I pick another bitch or not? Is you with the shit or not? Oh no, oh no. Would you ride for a nigga or not? Would you die for a nigga or not? Would you lie to a nigga or not? Oh no, oh no. Can you really take dick or not? Can I pick another bitch or not? Is you with the shit or not? Oh no, oh no. Would you ride for a nigga or not? Would you die for a nigga or not? Would you lie to a nigga or not?
Now, there was one more that you missed right there. If I rewind it back, you'll hear the first one. He actually said 7, so if you're really about your money or not. That was the first one right there. Then you get the 3 right there before he goes, are you ride for a nigga or not? Will you die for a nigga or not? Would you lie for your nigga or nah? You know what I mean? So that's 7 lines right there. But to me, those might be the 7 most frequent, most FAQs that a dude would shoot to a girl if he really wants to get into a business like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, some people can be tutorial about what they want to answer, and sometimes they won't give it to you at the glance of asking them. You got to see it through the moment. But yeah, this shit's relatable. A lot of dudes can hear that and be like, yeah, I thought about asking that girl that too. Same shit. You know what I mean? So to me, it's definitely commonly asked questions by dudes to a girl, for whatever the night is, the moment you meet a girl for the first time. You're kind of curious. You want to poke her mind a bit and see what she's down for. Guys get into that. At the end of the day, you can't stay in the friend zone forever and be like, oh, talk this and talk that. I mean, if you like a girl, you got to get into it, man. So, and yeah, sometimes you can rush the process and she be like uncomfortable, but you just got to do it when the mood is right. You know what I mean? When she's having a good time, you having a good time and all that. So I think that's what counts. But yeah, I've seen guys get shut down. Yeah, sometimes you lose, but at the same time, you gotta keep trying. If you give up on the first one, then you know what I mean, you're gonna miss out on the next one, and the next one after that, and the one after that. So like, don't let one bad request or one bad rejection shoot you down, homie. Don't let that bring you down. Just move on forward. And if you got to, leave the party. If you know you ain't vibing no more, just leave. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously sometimes you leave too soon, you miss something, you leave. But at the end of the day, like I said, don't stick around. If you know you ain't feeling good, you're like, fuck. If you ain't feeling good, just leave, bro. But otherwise, if you can take the rejection, move on, try out another girl, go ahead. There's plenty of fishes, man. But that's all I'm gonna say. If you let that shit dump your mood, you best to be by yourself and get the fuck out of there. I'm not gonna tell you to, cry and eat ice cream or some shit, but just recuperate your mind. Realize that, put yourself in a better mindset, and kind of like distract yourself, man. If being at the party, being where that same girl that rejected you was gonna give you like that negative impulse, just leave the party, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just leave. Find something that will distract you, kind of get your mindset back on the right track again, and you're good. But yeah, these are some personal questions a guy will ask a girl. Most common questions, and sometimes some of them, like a few of them he asked, yeah, that shit goes pertain to things that goes beyond like a one night stand or anything like that. Like he might go into some relationship shit. Are you down to ride for a dude? Are you down to die for a dude? Would you lie for me? To protect me? Like, that's some real shit. Like, that's about, I don't want to say Bonnie and Clyde, but like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like some real love shit right there. Are you down to do this for me? If I know you are, I'm never gonna let you go, kind of shit. You know what I mean? So to me, it's always about that, questioning someone if they are truly loyal to to what they about. And if they show that, how could you not reward them with love, man? So that's why I got that as a category B song. I just look at it from that perspective. There's a reason why that song was so big, or that song was so interesting that The Weeknd, even he hopped on it. That's some type of Weeknd vibe. Obviously, the way he thinks, song resonates with that. That's when he hopped on, did his thing. More than likely, that's what I believe what happened. That being said, category C. This is gonna be the first time where I'll say a category C is gonna be bumping. I usually choose a chill song that's laid back, relaxed. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about. This is weird. This is the first time I'm doing something different, but then again, this is a Ty Dolla Sign series. Expect the unexpected. My category C is none other than track number 3, Paranoid Remix. And why, you ask? You already know. As soon as you come in, you hit Ty Dolla Sign on the remix. His first verse, a lot more energetic, a lot more, just alive. Trey Songz comes through, compliment him right on the back end. French Montana delivers the solid vibe. It's a great vibe overall. And DJ Mustard, dog, Keep doing what you're doing, DJ. How you not gonna get busy with this shit? See what I mean? Even I got buggy with it, man. It's just, to me, the vibe just is strong. The remix, to me, is the best version of the song. It's just, you feel it, you jump in it, you just feel energetic, you just want to have a good time. That's how I feel when I hear this track. And to me, it's the category C, because it represents that. It's chill.